There is no such thing as a normal Arkansas winter. Enjoy the power of a NOAA weather radio with all the convenience and precision of a smartphone. From making a forecast on a sunny day to dissecting severe storms in 3D, your Northwest Arkansas Weather Authority has got you covered. We are looking at the potential for significant severe weather. If you have any plans Sunday evening, make sure that you remain weather aware. We tell you about it all year long, preparing you for severe weather. Well, Sunday evening, you'll need to be prepared. Very strong circulation, tornado damage confirmed. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial video on how to program your AlertWorks Ear 10 weather radio. Come on out, we'll be here till about 7 o'clock. Get your weather radio program free and set it and forget it. There could be a dusting in higher elevations, and that happens tomorrow late morning into the afternoon. So since you've been watching the weather forecast and you see snow tomorrow, don't be surprised about it. Want to know when the next big cold blast comes in? End of January. Get ready for it. Mark it down on the calendar. Gina, it's going to be a lot of fun. If your kids love trains, this is the place to be. It's at the Northwest Arkansas Convention Center. The problem is people don't want to give up the room in their garage, so the simple solution, an underground shelter cut right into the concrete slab of your home. You and your family can climb down in the shelter, escaping the elements, and you can have peace of mind knowing that you are in the safest place you could possibly be during a tornado.
We try to be prepared, and the more information we can get where we need to put our kids, keep them safe, that's what we want to do. And Dan has been great with that. He helped us receive a weather bug station, which is on top of our school. It gives us real-time data, and we sure appreciate Mr. Skoff. He's been a great help.
Because day and night, we're tracking supercells that grow the massive height. And even if the storm directions change, we'll stay up with you till the weather's all right, even at night. MC Cumulus in the house. I'm out. We saw some of the boy band pictures, you know, and then, you know, the studly little poses and all that stuff.
Bad Boys, Inc.
Exactly. Stay right here, Brad.
All right, Dan is going to the back now. He is retrieving something. No!
Yes.
No, man!
Yes!
Don't do that.
There's Brad Reed right there.
My goodness.
This is awesome. I dug this up.
Where did you get that?
That's one of my favorite things to do. Here is Farmington, 2nd grade. I went to Bob Folsom Elementary. This time it's hashtag NWA So Cold. So right. NWA So Cold.
How cold is it?
NWA so cold that hitchhikers are holding up pictures of thumbs. At NWA Red, Zach Kent has said he will donate $500 to the charity of my choice.
But
if it does not snow 1.5 inches
what happens
at
then?
Drake Field, half of the eyebrow will be shaved off. Do I take the bet?
Do you?
We're getting 1.5 inches of snow in Fayetteville.
There you go.
You're on, Zach Kent. You're here to make good on your wagers.
That's right, I am. I'm bringing a check today for $500 for the American Heart Association, specifically the Jump Rope for Heart campaign.
He's wanting to know what my touchdown move will be.
Okay, let's see it, everyone.
It'll probably be something like a tornado and then bringing that hammer down. That's what I would do. Greetings, Northwest Arkansas. Welcome to the cloud. All right, now, there wasn't a whole lot of cloud cover over Northwest Arkansas, so I thought I'd bring a little bit on this Halloween, and gotta love the green screen tricks. You know what? This just proves it right here. My wife always said my head was in the clouds. I think this is definitely proof of that.
Your Northwest Arkansas Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Dan Skoff.
It's the last day of June, and it was a toasty one today. Warmest day of the year so far, 95 degrees in Fort Smith, hit 90s all around Northwest Arkansas, and 93 degrees in Poto. So what about the rainfall? Where do we end up for the month? Well, you can see no precipitation today. That changes tomorrow as rain is on the way as we move into our monthly total, 4.1, which is actually a little bit below. Now, you factor in Rogers, which got about 4 inches over the last week, including a little bit on Saturday, which you'll see that line of storms. They had a little bit more than Drake Field. For the year, about 6.5 inches below where we should be, ending up the month with 4.1 and the year with 18.62. Right now, as we look at the live Pinnacle Hills area on our weather bug camera, it's a beautiful night. That changes tomorrow as a cold front is on the way. Now, there was an area of storms that came in Saturday afternoon. You might have seen a tornado warning in northwestern Delaware County. This actually ended up producing a tornado. And if you want to learn more about this, I posted the entire public information statement from the Weather Service in Tulsa. 400 yards wide, it was an EF0 tornado that touched down a little after 3:20 in the afternoon on Saturday. We're zooming out on the big picture because you got to see where the front is. It's off to our northwest. Look at the storms that are popping up. Lots of severe weather in the Oklahoma and Texas Panhandle. A tornado in southeastern Colorado. Now, these storms are going to weaken as they move into northwest Arkansas, but we're going to have a change in our weather pattern not only tomorrow, but will last throughout the entire week. And it brings a beautiful 4th of July weekend. There's the area of storms that's going to dive southeastward along with the front. And now we've got tropical systems to talk about in the Atlantic. It has been deemed a tropical depression just a few minutes ago. The Hurricane Center saying this could become Arthur and skirt the eastern seaboard, including North Carolina, a little bit later on this week. We'll be watching it for you, of course. Fayetteville. Weather bug camera showing 78 degrees right now. Winds are out of the south at 9 miles an hour. We have temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s across the area. 82 in Fort Smith, 80 degrees in Clarksville. So our winds are going to be lighter tomorrow because the front starts to move in, and you'll see temperatures start to drop off. Watch the winds switch from the southwest to the northwest. We hit about the lower to middle 80s. Not a whole lot of shower and thunderstorm activity, but factor in the daytime heating, a little bit of collision along the front, and you get thunderstorms that will erupt. And some of those storms could be strong to severe, so we'll have to watch that closely. Temperatures in the lower to middle 80s. Look at that, mid 80s in Fort Smith, and then we start to cool it down quite a bit. So let's check out your 7-day forecast here. Want to tell you a couple of things. First of all, tomorrow, the morning low is going to be a bit muggy and mild in the lower 70s. We do have that cold front that's going to bring storms early Tuesday and into Wednesday as well. Fantastic 4th of July. So the storms are likely, especially during the afternoon into the early evening. Notice the winds, they're going to remain light. We're going to have light humidity. We're going to have beautiful sunshine. We're going to have well below seasonable temperatures in the lower 80s, so seasonably cool on the 4th of July. Then we hit the mid 80s over the Saturday time frame and Sunday in the upper 80s. Notice that weekend, it's looking pretty good. A few storms rolling in on Sunday, but yeah, I had to put it on there. Fantastic weather for the 4th.
So in a nutshell, perfect.
Yeah, it really will be a perfect 4th of July holiday here.
All right, and I think we'll all take it.
You got it. We had a beautiful sunset tonight. I call it a 7.5 out of 10 on the Triple S, which is the Skoff sunset scale. And it was beautiful. High clouds moving in. You can see Old Main off in the distance. Maybe you captured a picture of it. Send it to us on Facebook, also Twitter under Weather Dan. We would love to share those pictures. You might even make our NWA pick of the day. It was spectacular. High clouds bringing in that beautiful sunset this evening, but a lack of rainfall around northwest Arkansas. There were a few isolated showers and storms that developed, becoming a little bit scattered, meaning a little more widespread in southwestern Arkansas and the Arklatex, moving northward, encountering a big ridge of high pressure, and that's sinking air, so all of these storms basically dissipated, not only with the warmer temperatures aloft, but also you had loss of daytime heating. Sun went down. There goes your, literally turning off your oven or your stove, and the heat gets lost. So you can see those little isolated storms moving through eastern Scott County. That popped up, moved eastward. Pretty much a lack of activity over northwest Arkansas. We're expecting that tomorrow and even on Thursday. But as we move into Friday, those chances will change, and I'll show you that. Off to our north, another day of violent, severe weather, very large hail, lots of tornadoes. In fact, there's currently tornadoes very close to where there were severe weather reports, including some deadly tornadoes yesterday afternoon into the evening. This is in northeast Nebraska, and these storms are just going absolutely crazy. But you might be wondering, why are they going crazy over Nebraska and the Dakotas and not around here? We have a ridge of high pressure. Let me put it this way. Here's the big swirl and spin. You can see that. This is bringing in lots of jet stream energy. There's lots of instability, and there's a source of lift. Now, you'll see the jet stream moves way north of us. So even though we have those storm chances, We're not talking about severe weather like they're seeing in the northern plains right now with those storm chances. So I just want to clarify that. There's a lack of jet stream energy according to this computer model, which is called the GFS, which is the Global Forecasting System. I think there still will be a little bit of jet stream energy, but not nearly like what they saw in the Dakotas and Nebraska the last couple of days. 78 degrees right now at Drake Field. We have upper 70s into the lower 80s in northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Temperatures hit the middle to upper 80s across the area and lower 90s in the River Valley. And we're expecting lower 90s once again in the River Valley with near 90 in northwest Arkansas. And you'll see that south winds will be blowing 16 miles an hour sustained. We're talking gusts over 25. So on your 7-day forecast, tomorrow, a lack of storms. South winds will be blowing 10 to 20 miles an hour. But as that front makes it a little bit closer, we'll have better rain chances as we move into the end of this week. And what we mean by that is on Friday, this front comes in, a little bit of energy, a little bit of lift with all that moisture, and we get that chance of rain. The first day of summer, the summer solstice Saturday morning at 5:51. We're looking at a few isolated storms. Looks good for the Celebrity Chef Throwdown, which I'm excited about in Springdale. Also Friday and Saturday is the Cancer Challenge, golf and tennis tournaments. More stormy activity on Monday of next week. But I know people are seeing these Nebraska storms, seeing the storm chances on there, worrying about severe weather. Not even close to the same thing.
Okay, good deal.
All right?
Right, we're safe here.
Yes.